All right, that's all I got on that. But speaking of distasteful, back and forth, Tom Brady roast this weekend. That was my transition. There we go.
It's funny. Like really way funnier than I expected.
Yeah. The one thing I feel like we learned from this was, wow, Tom Brady really holds Robert Kraft in like a high opinion of, because Tom did not let anyone touch those massage parlor jokes after Jeff Ross tried up there. But everything else was fair game. Marriage, fair game. Aaron Hernandez caught a lot of jokes.
Yeah, that one right there. Because I was after like the sixth Aaron Hernandez jokes. They're like when he was like, it's pretty easy to be a tight end in New England. You know, catch passes, block, don't murder people. It's like, yeah. I mean, the thing is though, like it's so hard to be upset about things that are said at a roast because like you're not going to win that fight. Like if you try to make a go up in arms and like say this was distasteful, this was that, like no one's gonna take you seriously because it's a roast. Like you kind of know what you're watching, you know what you're getting yourself into when you go to one, when you listen and watch one. But yeah, man, I will just say I'm not offended. I was shocked by how many Aaron Hernandez jokes came from Patriots players themselves. You know what I mean? I expected that from Nikki Glaser. I don't expect that from Tom Brady.
Tom even made one at the end of the roast. See, I think what you can learn from the Tom Brady roast is you can still kind of say whatever you want as long as it's actually funny.
Fair.
Like, because there were a lot of jokes that obviously crossed the line, but that's kind of the point. And it probably works better in a setting like that. But also, you know, the idea that, oh, you can't really make these insensitive jokes. Yeah, you can. People's attention spans are pretty short. I'm not saying it's right.
I think Julian Edelman was like, oh, everybody's making short jokes at you, Kevin Hart. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make black jokes. And it was funny. If I remember correctly.
It was funny.
It's like, all right, that was you took a risk and you nailed that. You nailed that. But like, some of them fell flat. I thought like that Tom Segura and Brett, what's his last name?
I don't know. Tom and Brett, they were awful.
Yeah, but like the Hitler thing, it took so long to build up, and then calling him it was just like this payoff wasn't worth it. And it's not funny.
Yeah,
it's not funny.
Well, you always know it's bad when someone's sitting there laughing at their own jokes like more than the crowd is laughing, and you just kind of trip your way, and it's painstaking, and you end up Tom Brady's like Hitler. Well, no, not actually.
No, why is that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't even remember Ben Affleck's. I couldn't tell if when he was being serious and when he was joking, which I guess credit to him as an actor. Could have did without that. I think Randy Moss caught some heat for not being very funny. Yeah. But like, I didn't expect Randy Moss to be funny. Yeah, like I like the angle. Like I appreciate what he was going for. Like, bro, where's my ring? Like, why am I the only one that played with you that didn't get a ring? And it's like, yeah, he didn't. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Nikki Glaser was the best for sure.
Oh God, yeah,
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. The judo, the Giselle jiu-jitsu jokes. I love the camera panning to Tom's face because like it hurt a little bit every single time.
You could see
as it should. It hurt a little bit every single time.
You could see like the drops of Botox like pouring it out of his face with every jiu-jitsu joke, because that was like, he might have gotten up and said something about Robert Kraft when Jeff Ross made that joke about Robert Kraft, but he was speaking with like his facial expressions on the
you can't do that. Like you can't sit there. It's the roast of Tom Brady. You are an idiot if you think that no one's going to touch the Giselle divorce, and he doesn't strike me as an idiot. Like he knew what he was getting himself into. But Nikki Glaser was hilarious. That like you have 7 rings, 8 now that Giselle gave hers back. Perked my head up. I was like, "What is this? She's spending."
there was the one part that I really found funny was like the first stupid joke that someone made at Gronk. He was laughing. But like by the 5th or the 6th, he was not laughing at them anymore.
Even Gronk know that's not real money.
Someone said Bitcoin is when Gronk bites a nickel. Like,
it did get to a point where he's just sitting there like arm up, like
who's this roast about, me or him?
Hey man, me don't think that's funny, but he was good. And then there's, to this day, I don't remember his name. Jeff something. It was some guy that they pulled out of the crowd, like who like introduced Dana White, and then he came up on stage from the crowd and just dressed everybody down on stage. Like it was bar after bar after bar, and I wish it was enough for me to remember his name. I do not, so I'm sorry to this person, but he was very funny too.
Yeah, I'm also someone who's not really in like the stand-up comedy, consuming that stuff a bunch. So I didn't know everyone who was on stage, but I know after that I'm gonna be looking for more Nikki Glaser stuff, and I'm going to be avoiding Bert and Tom, whoever those guys were. Like that was such a disaster.
So disappointing, dude. I think Bert is funny. Like every Instagram, TikTok clip I've seen of him has been pretty funny. This just was like, damn, bro.
Hey, if you were, I noticed that their faces were a little red, right, during the thing, and then when Bert and Tom, after they kind of bombed, maybe one of them put a little baggie up to the camera. I was like, whoa.
That's allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly. I was like, whoa. You doing drugs before you go roast Tom Brady like that? Like, maybe that's for after, I feel like. You don't want to get too hopped up. You can't
focus, man. Also, but then just a quiet, funny bit. I didn't think Kim Kardashian was great overall, but she made some jokes about like, my family is done defending former football players. That was like, hey, all right. That was a pretty good one.
It was pretty good. Pretty good one.
Kanye,
she caught a good trade about Kanye, I thought, when they were like, your kids shouldn't be around your father or something like that.
It's like she didn't want to be here because now like her kids are with her father, something like that.
Yeah.
You can see it in her face that it's like, oh my God. That just set me back 3 months. Like I expected a whole stream of vitriol from Kanye after that.
Yeah,
like I expected him to hop on Twitter immediately.
Getting Bill and Tom together, I think was good. I kind of feel like something like that where there's just so much tension built up, where you just kind of get to each other for a little bit. Maybe that can bring them back together a little bit. But I thought it was good to get the moment where Gronk got them all take a shot together during the roast, and
spike the glass.
Spike the glass. I was like, hey, there's still a long time to go here. You're not Kevin the last
Hart.
act.
That was my favorite Kevin Hart. I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll clean it up. Yeah, don't even trip. That's a normal thing to do. Sure. Thanks, Gronk. Yeah, good boy. Get the shot glass from under the podium. No, bro, put that. Somebody help him. He's up there by himself.
Yeah, I understand why you're getting upset at the dumb jokes, and you go and spike a shot glass on the stage. All right, man.
It's like, all right, man. Like whatever. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm not gonna complain about it, because then like the roast purists are going to come to me and say, it's a roast. You shouldn't be. It's not for you if you're good. Yeah, okay, I get it.
All right,
I get it. I'm not actually upset, for the record. Actually upset.
No,
it was dumb, but I'm not.
Oh, I'm not upset because it wasn't about me, So okay.
Yeah, if it was my roast and somebody spiked a shot glass afterward, I'm probably didn't need to do that. It was a little bit, some touch overboard, but everything else is fine.
All right. Well, hopefully more athletes will feel comfortable getting their ass roasted up there. I don't know if we will, because they touched some pretty sensitive spots with the Tom Brady stuff. Giselle even said today, I saw this morning, Giselle was like, hey, why are you making so much fun of me at this roast?
What did I do?
You caught some strays, but I don't know how you couldn't be prepared for that. You should just slept through. That's what I would have done.